When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Have a fender bender? We can mend her at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
22 years of the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. That's the Bruno Alfredo Wrestling Camp, which will be held June 16th to the 20th, 2025 in Port Allegheny, PA, and will feature a star-studded lineup of clinicians. And don't forget about the blowout picnic to close out the festivities. It's legendary. Find out more at teambruno.org and like them on Facebook. We'll see you in June in Port Allegheny, PA.
We think Ross Becker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's your relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you. Howdy, rodeo fans. The North Washington Rodeo saddling up August 12th through the 16th. Y'all come see bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates swing open at 6 p.m. Show kicks off at 8. Get there early. Chow down at the social hall from 4 to 7 with nightly specials. Missing dinner? No sweat. We got heaps of concessions during the show. Find us at 2225 Oneida Valley Road, Petrolia, PA. Mosey on over to northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo for details. Rain or shine, this show's a go.
A rivalry is renewed for one of the final times here this afternoon as Youngsville hosts Eisenhower District 10 Region 4 matchup next on the YDL Sports Network. Providing in-depth audio, video, and written coverage of high school and small college sports across Western Pennsylvania. The YDL Sports Network. If you love sports, this is the place to be. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in here to Youngsville as the Eagles are set to host their longtime Warren County rivals, the Eisenhower Knights, a District 10 Region 4 matchup. It is senior day here this afternoon at Legion Field on Davis Street in Youngsville. Brian Hagberg with you here on the YDL Sports Network, your daily local. Thank you all so much for tuning in this afternoon. We're going to turn it over to public address announcer Clay Hayes here in just a moment for the senior day festivities. And always one of those great traditions of high school sports is honoring those who are playing in their final season representing their schools. And hopefully they've got Clay's speaker close enough for us that we can pick it up here, as it looks like he's just about set to get going. And we will bring you the Senior Day festivities here momentarily in Youngsville. I'll let you know today's game brought to you by the North Washington Rodeo, which will take place August 12th through the 16th. Come see your favorite events, including bronc riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates open at 6 with the show starting at 8. For more information, go to northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. This is the Warren Forest Higher Education Council pregame show. For 40 years, the Warren Forest High Ed Council has been your access to lifelong learning. Registration for Skill Quest Career Exploration and Summer Camps is open now. Reserve your student spot today. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register. You're on the drive to the game, brought to you by Warren Tire Center. Warren Tire Center, make sure you get to the game in comfort. WarrenTireCenter.com. And again, Brian Hagberg with you here in the Rehab Center broadcast booth. Chiropractors caring for health, the rehabcenters.com, and that's center spelled the old English way with an R-E-S. And it looks like they're maybe having a little bit of technical difficulty. That's the reason for the delay to the start of the festivities here. Oh, looks like they got things squared away. We'll turn it over to public address announcer Clay Hayes.
Before we start tonight's game, we'd like to recognize seniors from both sides. First from the Eisenhower. Thank you for being here and celebrating with us. Senior Joel Soul.
Hey, Joe.
Jarius Casey.
Oh, yeah,
And Griffin Williams. Thank you, seniors from Eisenhower Baseball. Now for your own Youngsville Eagles. First up, senior, number 27, Cole Johnson. Cole is the son of Chad and Michelle Johnson. He's been playing baseball for the last 12 years. His other sports and activities beyond baseball include fishing, camping, skiing, and riding his motorcycle. Cole's favorite memories include Nate almost hitting back-to-back home runs, hitting Jacob Franklin 3 times in one game, and Skippy's rainy delay shenanigans. Cole's future plans after baseball include attending Harley Tech factory and becoming a Honda mechanic. Cole's advice to younger players: stay up in the box, keep your head down, and run everything out. And beyond all else, listen to your coach. Ladies and gentlemen, number 27, Cole Johnson. Next up, senior, number 22, James Johnson.
Hey, James.
James is the son of Kayla and Darius Johnson. James has been playing baseball ever since he was 5 years old. When he's not playing baseball, James enjoys fishing and riding dirt bikes. His favorite memories include every time they've made it to the playoffs and the bus ride to playoffs. James's future plans include get money, work this summer, and hopefully get into the lineman union. James Johnson's advice to younger players, and this makes total sense: look good, play good. Ladies and gentlemen, number 22, James Johnson. Finally, our third senior today, number 8, Talon Messer. Talon is the son of Amanda and Chad Messer. He's been playing baseball ever since T-ball. When not playing baseball, Talon enjoys working at the Career Center, welding tech, hunting, fishing, and racing dirt bikes. Talon's favorite memories include making the playoffs for the last 3 years and all of the bus rides, getting to play 2 baseball seasons with his brother. Talon's future plans include attending Southeast Training Lineman Center in Trenton, Georgia, to pursue his dream of becoming a lineman. He then plans to travel the world and make a lot of money. Talon's advice to younger players: work hard and always respect your coaches. Ladies and gentlemen, number 8, Talon Messel. And one more round of applause for our senior class baseball players, Talon Messel, James Johnson, and Cole Johnson.
Yeah, so congratulations to all of those seniors that were recognized here this afternoon. And they're getting some photos taken care of there. And then we'll get the Eagles out on the field for their pregame warm-ups and get this game underway. So again, congratulations to all those senior players, both for the Knights and the Eagles here this afternoon. And now they'll bring the coaches and captains out to home plate to exchange the lineups. And did have to chuckle a little bit as James Johnson already has some dirt on his uniform. And I think the only time I've ever seen James without dirt on his uniform was in the season opener a couple of years ago. I think every time I've seen him since then, that uniform's been dirty, and it's a sign of the way that James plays the game. Always hustling, always looking to make something happen for his team. And as they get the teams on the field for warm-ups, we're going to step aside here for just a moment, pay some bills. This is Let's Go Baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
So the national anthem has been played, and we are set for the Knights and Eagles to take the field here this afternoon. Again, District 10 Region 4 matchup here this afternoon. The Knights come into this one 1-7 overall, 1-4 in region play, while Youngsville is 5-4 overall and 3-2 in league action. Knights are coming off a loss to Union City on Monday, while the Eagles had a win over Seneca Monday afternoon. Starting lineups this afternoon are brought to you by Park Avenue Motor Car. Have a fender bender, we can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Call 814-726-9728. Lineup for the visiting Eisenhower Knights. Leading off and catching is Wyatt Neal. The center fielder, Alex Knowles, bats second. Batting third and playing shortstop is Caleb Jacobzak. The first baseman, Jarius Casey, will handle the cleanup duties this afternoon. The pitcher, Griffin Williams, bats fifth. Playing second base and batting sixth is Huck Fedorchuk. Batting seventh and playing third base, Joel Sorrell. The right fielder, Braden Frank, bats eighth. And rounding out the lineup, the left fielder, Carson Furman. Defensively for the Eagles, across the outfield from left to right, Bryce Sprinks, Talon Messel, Logan King. And in the infield, starting at third base, Braden Baker, David Manning's at short, Dylan De Pasquale is at second, Josh Pickna is at first. And Cole Johnson behind the dish doing the catching for today's starting pitcher, James Johnson. Johnson has completed his warm-ups, and we're about to get this one underway. So due up here, top of the first inning for the Knights, Neal, Knowles, and Jacobzak. It'll be the catcher, Wyatt Neal, leading off. Comes into this one hitting .778 this season. And the first pitch from Johnson is low and outside for a ball. The 1-0 to Neal. Low and away for ball two. A familiar face of Warren County baseball calling the balls and strikes this afternoon. Former Warren standout. Coach Andrew Morrison behind the dish. Good to see him back out on the baseball diamond. The 2-0 misses for ball three. And the 3-0 to Neal. In for called strike. James Johnson looking to come all the way back here, 3-1. And he misses that one low and away for ball 4, and the leadoff hitter is aboard with a walk. And already Eagles coach Eddie Durunda out to have a chat with his hurler. Looks like Durunda's filling in some dirt around the pitching rubber there. As Johnson was consistently low and away during Neal's at bat. Durunda apparently saw something maybe with the mound that might have been a reason for that. But regardless, Wyatt Neal at first with a leadoff walk, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Alex Knowles. He squares the bunt, takes a strike, throw down is not going to be in time as Neal is in there with a stolen base. So 0-1 now to Alex Knowles, looking for his first hit of the season. Takes outside for a ball. Neal's on second. Drew a leadoff walk, then stole second base. 1-1 now to Knowles at the plate. Swings and misses for strike 2. The 1-2 coming to Knowles is in there for a called strike 3. So that'll bring up the shortstop, Caleb Jacobzak, hitting .538, has 6 RBIs this season. Comes in and rips that one to short, but right at Manning, who catches it on the fly onto second in time for the double play. So the Eagles get out of a leadoff walk there. And without giving up a run, we'll head to the bottom of the first as Youngsville comes up to bat for the first time here this afternoon. It's high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Howdy, rodeo fans. The North Washington Rodeo saddling up August 12th through the 16th. Y'all come see bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates swing open at 6 p.m. Show kicks off at 8. Get there early. Chow down at the social hall from 4 to 7 with nightly specials. Missing dinner? No sweat. We got heaps of concessions during the show. Find us at 2225 Oneida Valley Road, Petrolia, PA. Mosey on over to northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo for details. Rain or shine, this show's a go.
And we're back here in Youngsville, bottom of the first inning. No score, Eagles and Eisenhower Knights. Starting lineup for Youngsville, taking their first at-bats coming up here momentarily. Leading off, it's a pitcher, James Johnson. The catcher, Cole Johnson, bats second. David Manning, the shortstop, batting third. Batting cleanup and playing center field is Talon Messel. The third baseman, Braden Baker, batting fifth. Josh Pickna, bats sixth, plays first. Dylan De Pasquale at second base is batting seventh. The left fielder, Bryce Spinks, batting eighth. And the right fielder, Logan King, rounding out the lineup. Defensively for the Knights, across the outfield from left to right, Carson Furman, Alex Knowles, and Braden Frank. In the infield from third to first, Joel Sorrell, Caleb Jacobzak, Huck Fedorchuk, and Jarius Casey. Wyatt Neal does the catching for this afternoon's starting pitcher, Griffin Williams. So the Knights threatened in the top of the first inning as Neal drew a leadoff walk, stole second base. But after a strikeout, Jacobzak lines one to short. Manning up with it quickly, caught it on the fly for the out, and then caught Neal off second base for the double play. Slight breeze blowing here this afternoon in Youngsville. Looks like it's going across the outfield left to right as Williams has finished his warm-ups, and the Eagles pitcher James Johnson will step in. Comes into this one hitting .263, is driven in 4. Williams' first pitch to Johnson is popped foul and out of play. Williams ahead 0-1 here on Johnson. Big windup for Williams. He fires, and that one is popped foul but out of play. And quickly 0-2 to the Eagles' leadoff hitter. Williams ahead now 0-2. Delivers, and that one's fouled off down the third base line. Still 0-2 on Johnson at the plate. Williams delivers, and that one is ripped down and into left field. Furman stumbles and is unable to track it down. Johnson around first and into second with a stand-up double. I think Furman misread that one a little bit off the bat. Started to come in initially and then slipped as he tried to turn around and track it down. Regardless, now James Johnson at second as the catcher Cole Johnson steps in, hitting .520 this season, has 9 RBIs. And looking for another one here. He skies that one into shallow left. Jacobzak under it and makes the catch. Johnson on his horse heading for third, and he will get there. As Jacobzak, Sorrell, and Furman were all trying to make the catch there. So one away and a runner on third for the shortstop, David Manning. Manning comes in hitting .550, 10 RBIs. Has a chance to give the Eagles the lead here in the first. And that one is behind him. One and 0 to Manning. Williams fires, and Manning lines that one to second. It hits the ground, and Manning is going to make it to first as Johnson will score. So Manning aboard on the error. As Johnson is in with the first run of the ball game. Yeah, some trouble out there at second for Fedorchuk. His trainer's out to take a look at him. Looks like that ball might have caught him in one of those sensitive areas. So Manning at first, one away with the Eagles leading 1-0 here, bottom of the first inning. Well, looks like Fedorchuk going to be okay. Going to try to walk that one off. And that caught him where I think it might have caught him. That's one of those glancing blows sometimes is worse than taking it square on. But seems to be okay. And Williams is going to come back on the mound to face the center fielder, cleanup hitter Talon Messel, hitting .269. Has Manning on first with one out. Eagles leading 1-0, bottom of the first inning. Williams throws over to first, and Manning is back easily. And now Williams delivers. Manning squares, a little bunt right back to Williams. Up with it. On to first is not in time. Messel beats it out. Was kind of in no man's land there as that bunt went between third and the pitcher's mound. So now runners on first and second as the third baseman Braden Baker steps in. Baker hitting .438 with 5 RBIs. And fouls that one back and out of play. Still just one out here, bottom of the first. Eagles leading 1-0. Williams delivers, and Baker swings and misses. Oh, and 2 now on the Eagles' third base. And Manning going for third, and the throw down is not going to get him as Sorrell unable to hold on. Would have been a bang-bang play down there at third, even if he had caught it cleanly. So now runners at second and third for Baker. Williams ahead in the count, 1-2. He delivers and misses outside. Evens the count of 2-2. Still just one away here, bottom of the first inning. The 2-2 to Baker is fouled back and caught for the out. Yeah, so now Josh Pickman will step in with 2 away, 2 on. Yeah, a big breaking pitch is in there for a strike. Pickman hitting .273 so far this season. He's driven in 4. Has a chance to bring in a couple here with Manning at third and Messel at second. Williams with the 0-1. And swung on and missed. Oh, and 2 now on Pickna. Williams trying to get out of this inning with minimal damage. Lines and fires. And Pickna drives it into left field. Furman on his horse and makes the catch. Big out there for the Knights. The Eagles bring in a run. On 2 hits and an error, 2 left on. We will head to the second inning with Youngsville leading 1-0 high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by North Washington Rodeo.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Welcome back here to Youngsville. The Eagles lead Eisenhower 1-0, set to start the second inning here from the Davis Street Ball Field. Jarius Casey, Griffin Williams, and Huck Fedorchuk due up for the Knights. Yeah, Casey fouls the first pitch back and out of play. Oh, 1-2. Casey is up high for a ball. Johnson with the 1-1 misses up and away. The 2-1 swung on and missed to even the count at 2-2. Johnson winds and fires the 2-2 to Casey, is fouled back out of play. And narrowly misses one of the vehicles here in the parking lot. Count stays 2-2. And that one is ripped into center. Messel on his horse, not going to get there. Casey rounds first, heading for second, and he is in there with a leadoff double. Casey ripped that ball into center field. Messel's got some wheels out there, but was unable to track that one down. And it's a leadoff double for Jarius Casey. Brings up Griffin Williams, hitting 300 on the season. As Johnson misses that high, it gets away from Cole Johnson, and Casey's going to get down to third. So now it's 1-0 to Williams at the plate. Has a chance to help his own cause, tie things up. Nobody out, and Jarius Casey at third. And Williams swings and misses at that pitch. Johnson might have got him to chase a little bit there. That pitch hugging the outside corner of the plate. It's 1-1. And down the third base line, Baker up with it. And on to first for the out. Casey's going to have to stay put. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Huck Fedorchuk. Hitting 125. Does not have an RBI yet this season. Has a chance to get one here. And Johnson misses. Up and away. The 1-0 to Fedorchuk is swung on and missed. Johnson with the 1-1, misses high. It's 2-1 now to Fedorchuk at the plate. One away here, top of the second inning. And that one gets him right on the knee. And that'll put runners on the corners. And second time so far in this ballgame that Fedorchuk's taking a ball off the body, took a line drive, glancing blow in the field, and now he gets hit on the knee here. So runners on at the corners for Joel Sorrell, the Knights' third baseman. First pitch to Sorrell, misses high. We'll see how aggressive Alan Jackson wants to be with his Knights here. Just one away, top of the second. And Johnson gets the outside corner there for a strike. Casey at third, Fedorchuk at first. Sorrell swings and misses at the plate. 1-2. Johnson winds and fires, and that's fouled out of play. One and two to Joel Sorrell. Johnson delivers up high and inside for a ball. Two now as Johnson delivers, catches the outside corner for a called strike three. Big out there for James Johnson. Second strikeout for Johnson. It brings up the right fielder, Braden Frank. Takes first pitch high and outside for a ball. Johnson trying to work around the leadoff double to Casey. Casey still at third base. Fedorchuk at first after being hit by a pitch. The 1-0 is in there for a strike to Frank. 1-1 to Frank is way up high and off the backstop. Casey's going to try to score, and he'll get there. As some confusion with the Eagles defense as Cole Johnson started tracking down the ball after it bounced off the backstop and then started heading back towards the plate. And nobody got the baseball, and Casey scores easily. Ties this up at 1-1. 2-1 to Frank at the plate. This is outside. Johnson fires and misses for ball four. I'll bring up the left fielder, Carson Furman. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Furman comes up 2 on, 2 out here, top of the second inning. Knights have tied it at 1. And Furman has a chance to add, but swings and misses at that pitch. Johnson trying to get out of this inning. The 0-2 misses, and off of Cole Johnson's glove, the runners are going to move up. It's 1-2 now to Furman. Has runners at second and third with 2 away here in the second. And Johnson gets the swinging strikeout. But the Knights managed to tie things up. 1 run in on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on in the second. We'll head to the home half, all knotted up at 1. It's high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
22 years of the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. That's the Bruno Afrito Wrestling Camp, which will be held June 16th through the 20th, 2025 in Port Allegany, PA, and will feature a star-studded lineup of clinicians. And don't forget about the blowout picnic to close out the festivities. It's legendary. Find out more at teambruno.org and like them on Facebook. We'll see you in June in Port Allegany, PA.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyyyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Bottom of the Youngsville lineup due up here. Bottom of the second inning. The Eagles all square with the Eisenhower Knights 1-1. Dylan DePasquale, Bryce Spinks, and Logan King due up here for the Eagles to face Griffin Williams. So the second baseman, Dylan DePasquale, steps in, hitting .250 this season. Williams' first pitch to Pasquale swung on and missed. Williams with the 0-1 misses outside. One and one to DePasquale, misses outside. Ball 2. Williams with the 2-1. That's grounded right back to him off his glove, but Williams up with it and on to first for the out. One away here, bottom of the second inning, as the left fielder Bryce Spinks steps in, hitting .316. First pitch to Spinks, catches the outside corner for a strike. Williams with the 0-1. Spinks lifts that one into shallow left. Furman under it and makes the catch. Two away here, bottom of the second inning, for the right fielder, Logan King. Williams has the pitch he likes now. Lines and fires. Swung on and missed. Like a bit of a knuckleball there from Williams. Big break on it, not much rotation. The 0-1. High and inside for a ball. One to Logan King. This is outside. Two and one now for Logan King. Two away, bottom of the second inning. All tied at 1. And he swings and misses at that pitch. Evens the count at 2-2. The 2-2 into shallow right. Frank is under it and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for the Eagles in the bottom of the second inning. We head to the third, all tied at 1. High school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by North Washington Rodeo.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Cold shot, so cool. Okay, so just switching. All right. So some changes here for the Eagles in the third. So Braden Baker now will be in to pitch. Cole Johnson goes from catching to playing third, and James Johnson now, instead of pitching, will be doing the catching. And so 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 run allowed for James Johnson. And so Baker will face the top of the night's lineup here to start the third. All square, 1 apiece. Neal, Knowles, and Jacobzak due up for the Knights. First pitch from Baker to Neal, misses low for a ball. Neal walked his first at bat. He lifts one into center field. Messel's got a beat on it, makes a catch for the out. Alex Knowles steps in. Struck out looking in the first. Facing Baker for the first time here this afternoon. And first pitch bounces in front of the plate for a ball. The 1-0 to Knowles is fouled back, and the umpire took that one off the mask, but seems like he's okay. One and one to Knowles. Baker winds and fires. Ripped on the first base line. Pickna able to knock it down and wins the foot race. Two away, top of the third. For the shortstop, Caleb Jacobzak lined into a double play in the first. Right to Manning at short. Manning was able to fire over to second to get Neal for the double play and end the inning. Jacobzak steps in, two away here in the third and takes a strike. Nice breaking ball there from Baker. The 0-1 to Jacobzak. Stretches out and fouls to the back. Baker ahead in the count 0-2 on Jacobzak. And Jacobzak pokes that one into center. Messel under it, misjudged it a little bit, and it drops. Not sure if he lost that one in the sun. It looked like Messel was settling right under it, but at the last second, you could see him try to make an adjustment. He was unable to. So Jacobzak is aboard with two outs. Casey takes low and away for ball one. Jarius Casey led off the second inning with a double. Ended up coming home on a wild pitch. Takes a strike. 1-1. Two outs, top of the third. Score tied at 1 as Baker misses outside. Jacobzak at first after the error. Jarius Casey at the plate. Rips that one down the third base line, but foul. Two and two to Casey at the plate. And he pokes that one into left field. And unable to get there is Spinks. Jacobzak on his horse. He is going to score easily. And Casey with his second double. This one gives the Knights the lead. 2-1. Williams fouls off the first pitch he sees. Williams grounded out to third, his first at bat. The 1 is fouled out of play. Oh, 2 to Williams. Casey at second. And it's a called strike 3 on a breaking ball from Baker to get out of the inning. But the Knights take the lead. 1 run on 1 hit and an error, 1 left on. And we will head to the bottom of the third inning. Eisenhower leading 2-1. It is high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Do you know an athlete who goes above and beyond in competition in their life? One who shows sportsmanship, compassion for others? The Brooks Huar Lebeter Sportsperson of the Year Award is made for them. The Brooks Huar Lebeter Sportsperson of the Year Award is for a high school athlete who has competed in at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10, and who displays the qualities of being a good person, leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. To donate to the Scholarship Fund or to find out more about the award, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's your relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
So 2-1, Eisenhower leads it here as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Top of the Eagles lineup due up as Williams back out on the mound for his third inning of work. It'll be James Johnson, Cole Johnson, and David Manning due up for the Eagles. Warm-ups are complete, and Johnson steps in. Johnson doubled and scored in the first inning. Steps up here with the Eagles trailing for the first time in this ballgame. And rips the first pitch he sees into left field for a base hit. So Johnson's aboard with a leadoff single. And Cole Johnson will step in. He flew out to left his first at bat. Would be shocked if James Johnson stays put at first base. And Williams thinking the same thing apparently as he throws over. And there goes Johnson, takes off as Williams misses outside, and Johnson is in easily with a stolen base. So James Johnson at second, Cole Johnson at the plate, 1-0 to him. And Cole Johnson squares around, bunts it right back to Williams. Williams up with it and on to first. James Johnson moves down to third on the sac bunt. And David Manning will step in. Has a chance to tie this one up with James Johnson, the speedster, at third. Manning already with an RBI this afternoon. And he lifts that one into shallow center. Jacobzak under it, makes the catch. Johnson going to try to tag, but Jacobzak with a strong throw keeps Johnson at third, and there are two away. Jacobzak showing off that strong arm. Also the Knights quarterback in the fall. Talon Messel steps in, singled in the first. Trying to tie this one up here with a base hit. A little swinging bunt there from Messel. goes foul. So 0-1 now to Messel at the plate. And Williams throws over to third, and would not be surprised to see James Johnson attempt to steal home here if he thought he could make it. Still 0-1 in Messel. And he takes that one right off the helmet. Puts runners on the corners. Runners to the corners now for the third baseman, Braden Baker. Struck out swinging his first at bat. Base hit here would tie things up. Eagles trailing 2-1. First pitch outside. Messel down to second without a throw. Why Neal feigned one. Thought maybe he could draw Johnson into a pickle. Nothing doing there. So now runners at second and third, and a base hit could potentially put the Eagles back in front. And Williams misses outside. Johnson on his horse, and he's going to score just in front of the throw. And we are tied at 2. As Johnson scores on the pass ball, Messel moves down to third. And Baker takes a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. That pitch misses low. And it is 3-1 on Baker at the plate. And misses high and inside for ball 4. First walk issued by Williams this afternoon. Brings in the first baseman, Josh Pickna. Flied out to left, his first at bat. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the third inning. We're tied at 2. Williams delivers. Pickna takes a strike. Baker goes in safely to second, and Messel will scoot home to put the Eagles in front. Oh, 1-2, Pickna. Swings and misses for strike 2. And Williams fires to second. Baker able to get back in time. And the 0-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. But the Eagles do some damage. Score 2 runs on a hit. No errors, and 1 left on base in the third. So we head to the 4th inning. Youngsville 3, Eisenhower 2. It's high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Howdy, rodeo fans. The North Washington Rodeo saddling up August 12th through the 16th. Y'all come see bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates swing open at 6 p.m. Show kicks off at 8. Get there early. Chow down at the social hall from 4 to 7 with nightly specials. Missing dinner? No sweat. We got heaps of concessions during the show. Find us at 2225 Oneida Valley Road, Petrolia, PA. Mosey on over to northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo for details. Rain or shine, this show's a craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's your relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Youngsville leads Eisenhower 3-2 as we head to the top of the fourth inning. Braden Baker on the mound for his second inning of work. We'll face the 6, 7, 8 hitters for the Knights, Fedorchuk, Sorrell, and Frank. Misses low and away for ball one. Fedorchuk was hit by a pitch. His first at bat. Takes a strike here. The 1-1 to Fedorchuk is swung on and missed for strike two. Baker delivers the 1-2 and gets the strikeout. Second K for Baker. Brings up Joel Sorrell. Struck out looking his first at bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch from Baker. The 1 in there for a strike. Caught the inside corner at the knees. Sorrell's behind 0-2. Baker misses low there with the 0-2. The 1-2 to Sorrell in there for called strike three. Two away, top of the fourth inning. Knights trailing 3-2, and Braden Frank steps in. Drew a walk in the second inning. Checks his swing and takes a ball. And they appeal down to first. First base umpire says no. So it is 1-0. And that one sends Frank squatting. And he's ahead 2-0. Baker misses that one up high. Runs the count to 3-0. And Frank taking all the way on the 3-0 and takes a strike. Baker trying to work back after falling behind 3-0 to Braden Frank. And that's fouled back. Full count to Frank. Two away, top of the fourth inning. Knights trailing 3-2. Baker with the payoff pitch. Gets the swing and the miss. And Baker strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on for the Knights in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Youngsville 3, Eisenhower 2. It's high school baseball on the YDL Sports and Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
We think Ross Becker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Just about set to start the bottom of the fourth inning here from Youngsville, where the Eagles lead the visiting Eisenhower Knights 3-2. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Eagles here, bottom of the fourth inning. DePasquale, Spinks, and King. Wyatt throws down to second. We're about set to start the bottom of the fourth inning. Dylan DePasquale steps in, grounded out to Williams, his first at bat. Williams winds and fires and misses low for a ball. The 1-0, big breaker, but comes up a little short. Two and 0 to DePasquale. And he pokes that one into center field. That'll be down for a base hit. Takes a turn and will stay at first. Leadoff single in the fourth. Brings up Bryce Spinks. Flew out to left his first at bat. Williams throws over to first. DePasquale back easy. And DePasquale takes off. Spinks takes a strike. Neal's throw is not going to be there in time. It's now runner in scoring position for Spinks. Yeah, Williams will throw to second. DePasquale is back safely. Williams delivers, and Spinks takes a strike. Thought that pitch was going to stay up there a little bit more than it did, and it broke right down and into the zone. Runs the count to 0-2. And Spinks swings and misses. It's a big strikeout there for Williams. One on, one out for the right fielder, Logan King. flew out to right back in the second inning. King looked like he might have been turning to square to bunt, but instead takes inside for a ball. And they throw over to second, and the throw was a little behind Jacobzak, who snuck in behind De Pasquale. It is 1-0 to King, and he grounds that one down the third base line, but it bounces foul. Hit the edge of that infield grass and bounced foul, or King might have had a little dribbling single there. 1-1 now to King. And Williams gets King out in front on that swing. Runs the count to 1-2. Williams going to try the pickoff move at second again, but De Pasquale able to get back. One and two to King is fouled back. Still 1-2 to King at the plate. One out. The runner, Dylan De Pasquale at second. Big lead. And King fouls that one back. And second time our plate umpires taking a foul ball to the face. And got a must have one of the premier face masks. Does Mr. Morrison. Unfazed again. Williams delivers the 1-2. Big breaking pitch, just missed outside. Evens the count at 2-2. De Pasquale with a big lead at second. 2-2 is popped, foul down the right field line. Still 2-2. Williams delivers and gets the strikeout. Two away after consecutive strikeouts for Griffin Williams. That will bring up the dangerous James Johnson. Already 2 for 2 here this afternoon. Doubled and scored in the first, singled and scored in the third. Comes up here in the fourth with 2 outs and a runner at second. Williams delivers, misses low and away. Jacobzak sneaking to second. There's the throw, and just back in time is De Pasquale. One and 0 to James Johnson, and he rips that one into left field for a base hit. De Pasquale's going to be sent home. Here comes the throw. It will not be in time, and it's an RBI single for James Johnson. And Johnson drives in a Rossbacker insurance run for the Eagles, brings up Cole Johnson. Flew out to left and hit a sack bunt. First pitch up high. James Johnson takes off for second with no hesitation. The ball goes into center field, but good backup there by Knowles to keep Johnson at second. It's 1-0 to Cole Johnson at the plate. Takes a strike. And James Johnson just kind of snuck his way down the third. And so now Cole Johnson a base hit away from adding another run here for the Eagles. And he pokes that one into left field. Furman under it and makes the catch. But the Eagles strike for another run here in the fourth on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on. We go to the fifth. Youngsville leading their cross-county rivals 4-2. High school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community, help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBF? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Fifth inning about to get underway here from Youngsville, where the Eagles lead visiting Eisenhower 4-2. Brian Hagberg with you here on the YDL Sports Network. Thank you so much for tuning in with us here this afternoon. 9-1-2 hitters due up for the Knights. It's Carson Furman at the plate. Takes a strike on the outside corner for Braid Baker. On for his third inning of work here. Gets a swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2. Furman struck out his first at bat. And Baker gets him on 3 straight. 1 away, top of the 5th. 5th strikeout for Baker, 4th straight. Brings up Wyatt Neal. Walked in the first, flew out to center in the third. Rips that one down the third base line, going to get past Cole Johnson and into left field for a base hit. So Neal is aboard with a 1-out single. Brings up the center fielder, Alex Knowles. Struck out looking in the first. And we've got a balk called. So that'll send Neal down to second. Yeah, Baker misses outside for ball 1. Seeing Knowles grounded out to first in the third. Takes that one inside for a strike. One one to Knowles. Swung on and missed. One on, one out. Top of the fifth inning. Knights trailing by 2. And Knowles goes down swinging. Sixth strikeout for Baker. Brings up Caleb Jacobzak, lined out to short, reached on an error, and scored in the third. Takes the ball. The 1-0 misses up high. And it's 3-0 on Jacobzak. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Caleb Jacobzak. Puts runners at first and second for Jarius Casey. Casey doubled and scored in the second, and doubled and was stranded at second in the third. The base hit here could potentially tie this one up. And he grounds it to second. De Pasquale up with it and on to first to retire the side. So a hit and a walk, but a couple of runners stranded for the Knights in the fifth. The Eagles will come to bat, leading 4-2 high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
4-2, Youngsville leads visiting Eisenhower, bottom of the fifth inning. Heart of the lineup due up for the Eagles, Manning, Messel, and Baker. Manning reached on an error and popped out to short so far here this afternoon. Does have an RBI. Steps in to face Griffin Williams. And he rips the first pitch into left field for a base hit for David Manning. The leadoff hitter aboard for the center fielder, Talon Messel. Singled in the first, was hit by a pitch and scored in the third. That's Manning at first. And Williams misses the outside corner for a ball. Manning takes off for second, and Messel fouls it back and out of play. One to Talon Messel. One on, nobody out, bottom of the fifth inning. Eagles leading 4-2. And that pitch in the dirt for a ball. Nice block by Neal at the plate to keep Manning at first. Two-one to Messel. Manning takes off again, and Messel pokes that one into right center, down for a base hit. Manning around second. He will go into third, as it's a single for Messel. And runners are at the corners with nobody out in the fifth. And Alan Jackson going to have a conference on the mound with his Knights. As Braden Baker's about to step in with a chance to really break this game open. And it looks like we are going to have a pitching change here. Looks like it's going to be Jacobzak taking over for Williams. And while Jacobzak warms up, we'll get the changes and get all that information to you. We'll be back with more high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyyyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
So Caleb Jacobzak, the new pitcher for Eisenhower, fifth inning here at Youngsville. Knights trailing the Eagles 4-2. So Williams exits, is responsible for the runners at first and third. And it's just a straight switch. Jacobzak comes in from short to pitch. Williams goes from pitching to shortstop. So David Manning with a leadoff single. Went to third on the single by Talon Messel. So Manning's at third, Messel's at first. It'll be Braden Baker at the plate for the Eagles, facing the new pitcher, Caleb Jacobzak. Nobody out. Fifth inning here from Youngsville. Jacobzak's first pitch misses low and away, and Messel's going to go down to second without a throw. 1-0, catches the outside corner for a strike. One 1-2 Baker. Just off the outside corner. Makes it 2-1. Two-one, grounded. Jacobzak tried to barehand it. Williams up with it at short. Gets Baker at first, but Manning will come in. It's an RBI ground out and a Rossbacher insurance run for the Eagles. As Messel scoots down to third. And it's 5-2 Youngsville. With Josh Picknett at the plate, squares the bunt, pops it up. Neal makes a diving effort, but couldn't quite get there.
It ain't fast.
0-1 to Pickna, who's flied out and struck out so far this afternoon. Squares again, puts this one down. Jacobzak in and makes the, nobody can't hang on to the ball. Tried to make the tag on Messel, and the ball came out of his glove. So Messel scores. Pickner gets down to first on the fielder's choice. And it's another Rossbacher insurance run for the Eagles, who now lead at 6-2. De Pasquale up to bat, takes a strike, and Pickner down to second. De Pasquale squared, but pulled back. Takes the ball outside. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. And Jacobzak misses up high. Two and two to De Pasquale, misses outside, runs the count full. Payoff pitch misses behind De Pasquale as he'll go down to first with a walk. Bryce Spinks will step in. He's flied out to left and struck out so far. Jacobzak misses low. One out, runners at first and second. Eagles leading the night 6-2. And Spinks takes a strike. 1-1 to Spinks at the plate. Jacobzak delivers. Spinks grounds it to short. Williams able to get over to it. On to second. In time for the out there. And now the run's going to come home. Play at the plate. And Pickna scores on the throw. So Spinks is at first on the fielder's choice. Another Rossbacher Insurance run for the Eagles. 2 away in the 5th. So we're going to have a pinch hitter here. And this is just going to be a pinch hitter as King is going to re-enter for defensive purposes. It's number 26, Aiden Patch, pinch hitting. 2 away, 5th inning. Runner at first. Jacob Zach delivers, misses inside. The 1-0 to Aiden Patch. Outside for ball 2. Two and 0 to Patch. And he fouls that one back as Spinks had taken off for second. Two one now to Aiden Patch, the pinch hitter for Logan King. And that one catches the knees for strike 2. Two outs here, bottom of the 5th inning. And that one is fouled and caught the catcher, Wyatt Neal. And Neal trying to walk that one off. Looks like he's okay. And appears Neal is okay. He'll get back in behind the plate. 2-2 to Aiden Patch. 2 outs. Runner on first. Eagles leading 7-2, bottom of the 5th inning. Jacob Zach delivers, and Patch swings and misses. And Neal with the throwdown was unnecessary as the strikeout was the 3rd out of the inning. But the Eagles strike for 3 runs on 2 hits with an error and 1 left on. We go to the 6th inning. Youngsville 7, Eisenhower 2. And we'll be back with more high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
We think Rossbacher Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Top of the 6th inning from Youngsville. The Eagles lead the visiting Eisenhower Knights 7-2. Brian Hagberg with you here on the YDL Sports Network. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for Eisenhower to be Griffin Williams leading things off against Braden Baker. Williams has grounded out and struck out so far this afternoon. Baker winds and fires. Williams skies that one on the infield. Manning calling for it and makes the catch. One pitch, one out in the 6th. That'll be Huck Fedorchuk. Lines one. Manning on it again. 2 pitches, 2 outs, 6th inning. It'll be Joel Sorrell. Struck out looking twice so far this afternoon. And first pitch misses way up high. The 1-0 to Sorrell just misses inside for ball 2. Baker with the 2-0, and Sorrell grounds it right back to him. Baker up with it, and he will make the tag for the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down. Top of the 6th inning. We head to the home half with the home team leading Youngsville 7, Eisenhower 2, high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Howdy, rodeo fans. The North Washington Rodeo saddling up August 12th through the 16th. Y'all come see bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates swing open at 6 p.m. Show kicks off at 8. Get there early. Chow down at the social hall from 4 to 7 with nightly specials. Missing dinner? No sweat. We got heaps of concessions during the show. Find us at 2225 Oneida Valley Road, Petrolia, PA. Mosey on over to northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo for details. Rain or shine, this show's a
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Youngsville leading Eisenhower 7-2. Top of the Eagles lineup due up here in the bottom of the 6th inning as Caleb Jacobzak stays on for pitching duties for the Knights. So it'll be James Johnson, Cole Johnson, and David Manning due up for the Eagles in the 6th. James Johnson, 3 for 3 so far this afternoon. Double on a pair of singles, scored a couple of runs, driven in another, stolen 3 bases. Also pitched the first couple of innings for the Eagles. Steps in to face Jacobzak for the first time this afternoon. First pitch ripped foul down the right field line. The 0-1 to Johnson. Ripped down the left field line. That one's going to be down for a base hit. Could be extra bases with the speedy Johnson. He's around first, no hesitation, and into second. His second double of the ball game. And he is 4 for 4 this afternoon. Leadoff double for James Johnson brings up Cole Johnson. It's flown out to left a couple of times, put down a sac bunt. Takes first pitch down low, and Neal unable to keep it cleanly in the glove, and James Johnson, no hesitation, finds himself down at third base. It's his 4th stolen base of the afternoon. Has been a driving factor for these Eagles here today. Swing and a miss by Cole Johnson at the plate. Evens the count at 1-1. That pitch misses up high, and good stop there by Neal because James Johnson was on his toes, ready to come home and score again. 2-1 to Cole Johnson. Jacob Zach delivers. Cole Johnson puts it into right center. That's going to be an RBI. And Cole Johnson looking for 2, and he's in with a stand-up double. And a Rossbacher insurance run for the Eagles. Consecutive doubles to start the inning. And David Manning puts one down the right field line. And he's on his horse looking for consecutive doubles. He's going to get there. And another Rossbacher insurance run for the Eagles makes it 9-2. Second hit of the ball game for David Manning brings up Talon Messel. Couple of singles and a hit by pitch scored a run. Takes a strike from Jacob Zach. Nobody out, bottom 6th. Eagles have already tacked on a couple of Rossbacher insurance runs. And Messel takes low and away for a ball. One misses up and away. Manning's at second. Messel at the plate, nobody out. Already a couple of runs in this inning. And Messel takes low for ball 3. And the 3-1 bounces right in front of the plate. Jacob Zach up with it in time for the out at first. It's the first time Messel's been failed to reach base safely so far this afternoon as Manning goes down to third on the 1-3 ground out. Brings up Braden Baker. Struck out, walked, and grounded out. And he pokes that one just over Fedorchuk's head at second for an RBI single. And it's another Rossbacher insurance run for the Eagles here in the 6th.
Second RBI for Baker. Brings up Josh Pickna. Swings and misses. Baker heading for second. He'll get in there easily. The ball goes into center field, and Baker, wisely paying attention, goes down to third, and still trouble getting it in, and Baker's going to come all the way home. And that makes it 11-2. Heads up running by Baker, and even headier coaching by Eddie Durunda at third base. Saw that the Knights were having trouble getting that ball off the ground in center field and sent Baker home. It's 0-2 now to Pickna at the plate. And he fouls that one back and out of play. And the Eagles run away from ending this one here in the sixth. The 0-2 misses outside for a ball. Finally, another beautiful day for a ball game here in Warren County. It's they've been few and far between so far this spring season. Hopefully they'll be a little more plentiful the rest of the way. 1-2. And that ball's grounded to Jacobzak over to first for out number 2. And so we're going to have another pinch hitter here for the Eagles. It'll be Carson Brandstrom, number 6, hitting for Dylan De Pasquale. So Brandstrom will step in. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th inning. Eagles leading 11-2. Jacobzak delivers to Brandstrom, a strike. The 0-1 to Brandstrom, misses low. Jacobzak delivers the 1-1. Brandstrom swings and misses. The 1-2 in there for a called strike 3. But the Eagles strike for 4 runs in the inning. On 4 hits with no errors and nobody left on. We go to the 7th. Knights have some work to do if they want to keep this game going, trailing 11-2. It is high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
We think Ross Becker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
We are back here in Youngsville. Eagles leading the visiting Eisenhower Knights 11-2 as we get set to start the 7th inning. Brian Hagberg with you here on the YDL Sports Network. And it is the 8-9-1 hitters due up for the Knights here in the 7th. A defensive change as Riley Lager has come into left field for Bryce Spinks. Baker gets Braden Frank to swing and miss at the first pitch. And that one misses for a ball. Frank has walked and struck out so far this afternoon. Baker delivers the 1-1, and Frank swings and misses. This is 1-2 now. Frank at the plate. And Baker misses up high for ball 2. Two catches the outside corner for strike 3. Seventh strikeout of the afternoon for Braden Baker. And we're going to get a pitching change here as it'll be Cole Johnson. So 4 1/3 for Baker. Allowed a run, gave up a hit, walked 1, and struck out 7. Solid outing, and 4 1/3 relief innings for Baker. Solid outing for him. And in line to get the win. Carson Furman, the left fielder, will step in. Struck out twice this afternoon. Swings and misses at the first pitch. The 0-1 catches the outside corner at the knees. Good looking pitch there from Cole Johnson. And it's 0-2 on Furman. And it gets the swing and the miss for the second out. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Wyatt Neal. Walked in the first, flew out to center in the third, singled in the fifth. Steps in to face Cole Johnson. And takes the ball inside. Don't forget to stay tuned for the post-game show where I'll have our Allegheny Girl of Foxburg player of the game interview. And Wyatt Neal pokes that one just past Manning. It's short for a base hit. His second of the game. And the Knights have a runner aboard with 2 outs in the 7th. I'm going to bring Alex Knowles to the plate. Struck out a couple of times and grounded out this afternoon. Swings and misses at that pitch. Gets by James Johnson, and Neal will head to second. A 1 on Alex Knowles. Knights down to their final out, trailing by 9. And Knowles swings and misses. And Cole Johnson looking to put this one away. Ahead 0-2 on Knowles. Johnson from the stretch. Delivers. Just misses outside. Johnson with the 1-2. Low and away for ball 2. 2-2 on Knowles. Johnson checking the runner at second. Comes to the plate. Gets the swing and the miss for strike 3. And the final out of this ball game. Your final here from Youngsville, the Eagles 11, Eisenhower 2. And I'm going to give Youngsville a little bit of credit here. Playing a little Fly Eagles Fly, the theme song from your Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, after the Youngsville Eagles victory 11-2 over the visiting Eisenhower Knights here at Youngsville on Senior Day. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game in the postgame show. High school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Have a fender bender? We can mend her at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
22 years of the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. That's the Bruno Afrito Wrestling Camp, which will be held June 16th through the 20th, 2025 in Port Allegheny, PA, and will feature a star-studded lineup of clinicians. And don't forget about the blowout picnic to close out the festivities. It's legendary. Find out more at teambruno.org and like them on Facebook. We'll see you in June in Port Allegheny, PA.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's your relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you. Howdy, rodeo fans. The North Washington Rodeo saddling up August 12th through the 16th. Y'all come see bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates swing open at 6 p.m. Show kicks off at 8. Get there early. Chow down at the social hall from 4 to 7 with nightly specials. Missing dinner? No sweat. We got heaps of concessions during the show. Find us at 2225 Oneida Valley Road, Petrolia, PA. Mosey on over to northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo for details. Rain or shine, this show's a go.
And welcome back here to Youngsville. It's the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show. Your final, the Youngsville Eagles 11, the Eisenhower Knights 2. As the Eagles pick up a win on their senior day afternoon. And let's take a look at some final game stats as we get ready to get our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game over here. First for Eisenhower, Wyatt Neal, 2 for 3 for the Knights. Jarius Casey also 2 for 3, had a couple of doubles and scored a run. Caleb Jacobzak scored a run as well. And for the Eagles on the mound, James Johnson starts, goes 2 innings, gives up 1 hit, walks 2, allows a run, strikes out 3. Braden Baker goes 4 1/3, gave up just 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk, struck out 7. And Cole Johnson goes the final 2/3, allowed 1 hit and struck out 2. And looking at the Eagles, James Johnson goes 4 for 4, a couple of doubles, couple of singles, scored 3 times, drove in a run, stole 4 bases. Cole Johnson 1 for 3 with a double, a run scored, 2 RBIs. David Manning was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Talon Messel 2 for 3 with a run scored and a stolen base. Braden Baker 1 for 3 with a run scored, 2 RBIs. Josh Pickna 0 for 3 does have a run scored and an RBI, and Dylan DePasquale 1 for 2 with a run scored for the Eagles. On the mound for the Knights, Griffin Williams goes 4 innings, gives up 6 hits, strikes out 4, walks 1, gave up 5 runs. Caleb Jacobzak goes 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, struck out 1, walked 1, and gave up 4 runs. We'll be right back with our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game interview. It's high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
We think Ross Becker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
And welcome back to the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show. Our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Youngsville's James Johnson, huge day at the plate, really served as a catalyst for your team here this afternoon. 4 hits, 3 runs scored, another one driven in, 4 stolen bases. What was working so well for you at the plate today?
Over practice, I was adjusting my swing, having short hands, quick to the ball, and put everything together, and it kind of pieced it up.
When you go up that first time and you get that first hit in your first at bat, how much confidence does that give you the rest of the day when you step into the batter's box?
Really starts the game off right, gets me amped.
And then, for you started the game on the mound. So, again, how much confidence did that give you before stepping in the bottom of the inning to, come out, get on the mound, and get some outs in the first?
Like I said, amped me up, got me ready, kind of set the tone for the game, tried to get the guys up, and everything just worked out.
And you move from pitcher to catcher. How much of a switch is that going from delivering the ball to receiving the ball mid-game?
Yeah, I like it a lot better. I can throw sidearm. I have more view of the field, so I kind of know what's going on, kind of run the field, so I like it a lot more.
And I know in your career you've been at the shortstop, some and out in the field, and now you're behind the dish. Which position would you call your favorite, the one that you want to be in?
Oh, by far shortstop.
Yeah.
I love shortstop. Played there for all my life. I have controlled the game. Everything's out there.
And so what prompted you to switch and go back behind the plate and start catching a little bit?
It was one game I had like 5 or 6 blocks. Coach just threw me back there, and ever since I just was hosing kids out, so it was just a game winner from there.
Coach Durunda decided he wanted that arm behind the plate, throw some kids out on the base paths.
Yeah.
So for you guys, this is the first time this year you get to host Eisenhower, obviously your biggest, longest standing rivalry. How good does it feel to get a win over this team on senior day?
Oh, it feels amazing, especially on senior day, but I wanted to hold those winning standings up there, so it's great to feel.
So, obviously for you guys, anybody that's paying attention to stuff going on in Warren County, looking at possibly the last year for this program, how important is it for you guys to go out on a positive note?
I went into this season knowing that we lost a few good players last year, but I want to make it one good toss out there for the last year, and I think we're doing all right.
Coming off a couple of playoff appearances, it seems like you guys are starting to get into a little groove here. Got a big win on Monday against Seneca. You get another one here against Eisenhower. How do you keep this momentum going and make a playoff push this season?
I think the guys are starting to see the winnings and how good it feels, so I think if we just push them in practice, it'll pay off.
All right, Allegheny Grill and Foxburg player of the game, Youngsville's James Johnson. James, congratulations on the big win. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, man.
We'll be right back with more of the post game on the YDL Sports Network right after this.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
Yeah, one more time here from Youngsville, your final, the Eagles 11, the Knights of Eisenhower 2. Braden Baker picks up the win on the mound for the Eagles. James Johnson, our Allegheny Grill and Foxburg player of the game, goes 4 for 4, scores 3 runs, drives in another, had a couple of extra base hits. Big performance from him in the batter's box. Also started the game, went 2 innings, allowed 1 hit, 1 earned run, walked 2, and struck out 3. Griffin Williams takes the loss, gives up 6 earned runs in 4 innings on 8 hits, a walk, and 4 strikeouts for the Knights. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in here this afternoon. I'm going to get out of here real quick and go up and watch my daughter play some softball, hopefully. So appreciate everybody tuning in to us here this afternoon. Stay tuned to your daily local YDL Sports Network all season long for all the games, recaps, stories, photos, videos, and more. So for the YDL Sports Network, this is Brian Hagberg saying thank you so much for watching, and good evening from Youngsville.